So we have lab 3, which is yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see the screen now?
Nope. Yep. Now I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Now this one is lab 3, which is for Scoop and Hive. Yesterday you told me na, to execute
Right.
a Hive program. I need to go for this.
Right.
So for this, I was getting an error like this. First one, yeah. This I could do.
Hmm.
Yeah. For this particular thing, to import the data, create a data. So I
Hmm.
was getting an error that bash syntax
Hmm.
error near unexpected token, this bracket.
Did you get into the Hive shell before writing the step number 6? Come to step
No,
number
this is
5. Hmm.
okay.
Okay. After this sudo change mode command, did you enter into a Hive shell?
No.
So that's why you are getting an error. This is supposed to be done in a Hive shell, right? Come on, Mangesh. There's a reason I did not mention that.
No, but this scoop,
Scoop doesn't have a shell.
yeah, scoop doesn't have a shell.
Hmm.
So with scoop, I could just do this fields and I could load,
Right,
right?
right.
So table,
That part is completed. Next part is Hive part. So you have to do Hive in a.
right,
This is to be done. Step number 5 is to be done in a terminal itself.
right,
Step number 6 is to be done in the shell.
right.
So you have to write after sudo change mode 777/var lib hive metastore. After that command, you just have to write hive, get into
Hmm.
the hive ka shell, and then write the step number 6.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now for this pig wala thing, YouTube wala.
Mm-hmm. You don't have the data.
No, I got the data.
Okay.
No, there was one more movies wala pick assignment.
Yeah, this one itself. Yeah.
Yeah, so here I got this error, implicit cast to double one times and
That
whatever
would
things I
that would
repeated
have
it
been
was
a warning. If you dump your hit movies, you will still get the data.
nay, I was not getting this.
No, you would be getting a warning for sure. But if you dump the data, hit movies, you will get it.
Mhm.
Can you do it? Can you show it to me?
Uh, Yeah, and another thing is about this dump movies only. Your sheet says the output with only this required data, but I was getting some info and warnings. So is
Yeah,
that
yeah,
a
that
normal behavior?
that is a normal behavior.
Okay. So just switch to.
Now, why are you exiting? Why are you exiting?
I'm not sure which command I have used. It is
Under,
equal to clear.
just give me a second. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mangesh, done, right?
Yeah, done. So yeah, I could get that.
Okay. So Madhuri is facing problem with her internet connection.
Okay.
But you can go ahead. You can tell me what more doubts you have.
Yeah, these are the only main ones because once I get the data, then I can do further this queries.
Okay. So even she is having the same issue of getting the split. What she was trying to do was she was first trying to split the records by doing a split by tab, and then she was trying
Uh-huh.
to split it by comma. But actually, in a delimited file, your records are splitted by default. You don't have to explicitly split your records. You just have to split your fields in the record.
Okay.
So that's why she was also getting an error.
Yeah, I guess she's having some Java programming experience, right?
No, she works on WordPress.
What is that?
It's a EMS, CMS technology, like Drupal, Joomla, Drupal.
Okay.
It is a content management system, so wherein you can easily create websites.
Uh-huh.
You can call it as a tool-based version of your programming languages,
Okay.
wherein most of the things are already predefined. You just have to use the templates and plugins.
Okay.
Matlab, like for example, if I want to create a slider, then in normal PHP you'll have to write the code for the slider, right? But in WordPress you can
Mm-hmm.
just import a plugin and your slider is up and running.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, see. Now what you are this thing, your array would be looking something like this. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is the element of the array that you need to access.
Right.
Yeah, so for the first problem, you don't need a multi-dimensional array. What is the second problem? Even for this, you don't require a multi-dimensional array. You don't require this as well. You don't require a multi-dimensional array. You require a single dimensional array. So I guess now you should be able to do it.
I'm struggling with the actual Java syntax code to split into an array or to get into an array.
Because you are trying it for a multi-dimensional array, right?
No, I tried for both.
You tried for single
Yeah.
dimensional as well.
Yeah, I also tried for this explicit split function.
Yeah. So split function से हुआ नहीं?
Make me a present. I will just show you my code.
Okay, what is the status for the MapReduce programs that I had given as an assignment?
Yeah, that's a temperature and this one, na?
Call
What
record.
that? Call record.
Mm-hmm.
So same issue with that. Means temperature के लिए I could get the temperature values,
Mm-hmm.
and I was struggling with that max function from a collection.
Okay, so I'll share the code for that today. But you have to understand it and
Okay.
explain it.
Yeah.
And for the test, I won't be sharing the code. I'll just share the code for the problem that you're having. Split.
Okay.
But how is the experience of actually trying to do it?
Yeah, we need to think a lot. Means we need to scratch our head.
There is good experience, right?
Yeah, that's really a great experience.
And the MCQ wala test is also going to be a hardcore experience for you.
Yeah. So here I was doing like this.
Just a second. Okay. Sco value to string. Okay, see now. Just a second. See, first thing what you have done is Sco value is string. That is correct.
Okay.
ठीक है. Second thing
Mm-hmm.
that you have done is string array is not a data type.
Okay.
Okay. So it is supposed to be string and word ka array.
No, but this is the way I was getting the sample codes when I searched on Google.
No, because see, string is a data type.
Right.
So it cannot be, you cannot change it to an array data type.
Mm-hmm.
String is just a data type. So you just have to mention that, okay, string is a data type.
Okay.
Okay. And now if you are, now what you're doing is you're splitting it on /n, but your file is
Yeah.
comma separated.
So this is
/n is a
the
separate character. Okay, so you are also
yeah.
doing the
So
same thing. You don't have to split the file into records. The programming logic will by default split it into records. You don't have to do it.
mm-hmm.
You just have to split it on the this thing. What do you call?
Comma.
Comma, right.
What I was doing? Yeah.
Here you don't have to do it. You have to do it here itself.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Then you don't
This
need a
I won't
multi-array.
require.
Yeah, that you don't require. Then directly your code will start. No, that is also for loop you don't require. That for loop you don't require. So now you are getting an array word जिसमें पहला record है, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
This पहला record के अंदर का which element you want is 14th element.
Okay.
नहीं array. So you should be having a if condition instead of your string. Instead of before your out, you can collect your output. you should be having a condition that if your 14th element of word is your क्या है data state problem statement क्या है code number 32 right.
Yeah. Calculate the number of cases investigated under each FBI code.
Okay, under each
Number of
FBI
cases.
code. So now you would be mapping everything with the FBI code. So now it becomes simple, right?
Yeah, we'll give a try now. It should be 13th element.
13th or 14th element.
No, but still, yeah, because still it shows this collect wala error. So for this,
Save,
what I
save,
did
save,
is,
save तो करो, save करो.
so I wrote like this.
Right.
Formatting. So it says that text is not a defined function.
No, don't have to write it that way.
Text is not undefined.
Just a second. You're taking text for your value and long writable as your key. What it is showing? Text is a
Is not a method defined in mapper. We have functions like convert or what we can say format.
open your word count का program. No, something is wrong. What is it underscore
What
org?
about?
You have named it as underscore org?
Yeah,
Okay,
I named it as under.
okay.
So you want to open a particular file?
Yeah. Cancel this. Open it from a text editor. No? Open mapper wala program. You will come to know your mistake. .java. Mapper.java, yeah.
So,
Right? So what you're doing is you're defining
Yeah.
a new object
Hmm.
that would be of the type text and will have the value as word.
Yeah.
Got your mistake now?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So for now each
Another
FBI
thing.
so now for each
Yeah.
FBI code, just say you did it for the key in word count, for
Mhm.
every word you did it. So now you would be doing the
Mhm.
same thing in here. So your mapper is done now. Reducer may you just
Yeah.
have to count the total.
Yeah. Another thing here is the output will always be having this counter, right? Which is not required for us.
Why? The counter is
Uh,
required
For,
for you, right?
for first problem statement, it is required,
Hmm.
right? To calculate the number of papers investigated in the alert program of arrest, but not through this program. Okay, yeah. But there could be a requirement wherein we don't need the calculated number. In that case, how we can bypass this field?
Okay. So yesterday I told you about one problem, right? Real world problem.
Yeah,
Did you prepare a pseudo logic for that?
I do have a logic. Like again, it was a movies and year of release, right?
Huh.
So we need to again with same the first problem statement which we have for this exercise, it will be on a same logic.
But there it would be, see, here you just want to calculate the this thing under FBI code, right? So there you would be doing
Mm-hmm.
year instead of word. You would be having year here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But let's say I want to mention the movie ka name as well.
Okay.
Okay, then you can map it here as year is the text and the value is the movie.
Right.
So then you won't require this new entry table because there you won't be counting it.
Right. Right.
Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Okay.
cannot bypass the format. You cannot bypass the format saying that okay, I don't want the output to be as a text key value pair. I don't want this. You cannot do that. But it is up to you that what is the value and what is the key to be specified.
Right.
Okay. So chalo. Now yesterday was the last date for you to submit your assignment.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Let me become the presenter first. Okay, so tell me this. Configure your cluster.
Configured.
Okay, so done. So by today afternoon, you would be submitting the document for this.
Okay.
Okay, perform word count,
Yeah, that is done.
combiner partitioner,
That was the default for word count program.
hmm?
That was the default for word count program.
Means
There was no separate lab given for combiner and partitioner.
yeah, but you have in your exercises ka field you have the combiner and partitioner code, right? That I had executed.
Mm, yeah.
So you have not executed them.
No.
Okay. Scoop and hive not done. Scoop is done. Hive not done. Advanced hive.
In advanced hive, you just shared the commands, right?
Yeah.
So I executed first couple of commands, and that time I was getting that error, uh, permission wala error.
So not done. Advanced scoop lab is not shared with you, right?
Yeah, not shared.
Flume,
Flume nahi,
pig, errors.
errors partial.
So not done. This not done.
One I tried, but again stuck up with this array wala thing.
Yeah, so not done. So how many is done? One, two, two and a half. So you have done only two and a half out of nine. So tell me what is to be done now. So I give you one more week. ठीक है?
Okay.
ठीक है?
Yeah.
Okay, so what inputs you want from my side now is only one thing, right? How to split it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Mangesh, this is your code.
Okay.
So you will just create a token ka array by splitting everything into commas.
Okay.
So this should help you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Madhuri is not joined yet, so I guess he's having a problem with the internet connection. Uh, okay. So any more doubts you have?
Mm, about this Hadoop users, the default users, Hadoop
HDFS method.
HDFS.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I need some.
Just a second. Sorry, just a second. She's Madhuri is on the line. Just a second. Okay, she would be joining in another 2 minutes. Okay, yeah, you were talking about something,
Okay.
the user. Sorry to interrupt you. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want a brief about that particular session because I couldn't understand it in thorough.
Okay, about what?
The default users and how they impact on your operations.
मतलब?
We have HDFS as a default user, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that is having would be a super user kind of thing. So we need some special permissions of that user for our user like wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to type in certain commands to get certain permissions.
Mm-hmm.
So that theory part, I need some refreshing on that.
Okay. Can you show me whatever you have understood so far? Can you, in that topic, what you have understood, can you just show me?
Yeah, I'll just shells shufflance introduction. Yeah. So on that session, uh, we have this document, and whatever things which are written on a session document is only this thing. So here, this is your default user,
Mm-hmm.
and you're getting the rights from this user for user wisdom.
नहीं. You're telling wisdom user to work on his behalf, HDFS के behalf पे.
So what is this pseudo? Is there any abbreviation form or what is the full form of this pseudo?
Sudo is a sudo user. Sudo is
Like
a sudo
FS is,
user.
huh,
Sudo is nothing but a
FS
sudo
is a
user.
file system, right?
Sorry?
F FS is a file system.
Right.
So like this, does it stand for something?
It stands for a sudo user.
Okay.
Okay, let me explain you. Wait. Hey Madhuri, hi. Yeah, before I can come to you, just let me have a discussion about the problem that Mangesh is having. See, did you guys go through the videos of, which is already shared on the website, Introduction to Big Data Hadoop?
Yeah, I did.
So in that I had the installation of this thing, right? Uh, what do you call? Installation of CentOS.
इंस्टॉलेशन नहीं इंस्टॉलेशन का तो वीडियो नहीं था उसमें
है ना? Creating your environment, setting up your environment वाला.
इंट्रोडक्शन की वीडियोस में नहीं था वो प्रोबेबली वो हडूप कॉन्फ़िगरेशन वाला जो है उसमें रहेगा
नहीं. In the course I'm saying, in that course, Introduction to Big Data Hadoop वाला जो course था वो complete.
हम्म
Mm-hmm. Not this one. See the CentOS installation.
No, this is I guess a different link then.
नहीं.
Maybe because the link which I'm following is not having a separate topic like CentOS installation.
Show me.
This one, right?
Hmm.
Oh, oh, this one.
Yeah.
No, I followed this one, session 8.
No, so that is only Hadoop ka installation, right? But before that, in session 4, you install the CentOS. Session 5 में you install the Java. Session 6 में you install the MySQL.
Well,
Okay. Then session 8 में after installing Hadoop, then you get your VM which I shared it to you.
yeah, I followed from this one, session 7 onwards.
No, you have to see the CentOS installation also. Because see, the virtual machine that is submitted to you, it has a lot of prerequisite which is already done for you.
Right, right.
So you need to understand that prerequisites as well, so that you can understand what is this user and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So in that
Okay,
you will come to know that when we install CentOS, there are two types of users that get created.
okay.
One is a root ka user,
Mm-hmm.
one is a root user, ROOT root user. Okay? And the other one is a user that you have to create. So that user that I have created is Wisdom. Okay? Then you have a file which assigns administration privileges to the users, which is vi slash sbin slash नहीं, not slash sbin नहीं है, slash etc slash sudo. Permission denied, permission denied, permission denied. Okay, so this is your file. Okay, in this, if you see here at the bottom, allow root to run any commands anywhere. Okay, so this is by default there, root wala thing. What we have done is we have added the same permissions for the Wisdom as well. Clear? So this is
Yep.
your another user which have privileges similar to the root user, and this user is then called as a pseudo user.
Okay.
Try to have a look at this. See here. You have your user as HDFS. Group as HDFS. You have your group as MongoDB as well. Not MongoDB. MapRed as well. Then if you see permissions किधर होता है? The permission is not there. I'll have to add another user to show you. Get it. Notice best explained from that itself. This vi sudo wala file. So that user is called as a sudo user. After
Okay.
add that user in the sudo wala file, that user is called as a sudo user. So when you are doing this sudo minus u hdfs, so you are saying that on behalf of the user hdfs, whoever is the sudo,
Mm-hmm.
please perform something which is ahead.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Clear now?
Yeah.
Okay, so please try first go to this thing and watch the video of CentOS screen,
Right.
because that is where you will actually understand a lot of things when you will install CentOS and will actually install Hadoop, not configure, install Hadoop.
Mm-hmm.
That time you will understand
Okay.
a lot of things which is done on the background for you already.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Now coming to Madhuri. Yes, Madhuri, tell me. What is your status? We'll confirm one by one. Configure your cluster. I'll come to the test later. First, let's talk about the task that you had to submit yesterday evening.
Done.
This is done?
Yes.
Okay, so if this is done, then the document for this should be sent by, let's say, any document or any screenshot or anything which can make me assured that your cluster is done.
Yeah, the document I had not created because you know I get very less time to study, so I just did the assignments only.
No, okay, just show me
We'll do
your
this.
HDFS ka screenshot. That can be.
Okay.
So I just need a proof
Okay.
that you have done it. It can be anything that you
Okay.
can get.
Okay.
Proper documentation is to be created for only this.
Okay.
Okay. Then this is done. Word count program.
Done.
So document proof for this as well. Combiner partitioner.
No.
Scoop hive.
Did, but in Hive I get some issues. Some
On command
queries are
number
not.
6, right?
Uh,
Step
Needs to
number
be
6.
checked. I think, yeah.
Create table wala.
When I will go to the Hive's prompt, then it
Okay.
will work very well. But
Uh-huh.
on our terminal, it gives us that
Bash error.
round braces
Bash
error.
error.
So
Right. Right. So you're
yeah,
perfect. Yeah. So you have to execute it in the terminal. You have to execute it in the Hive shell.
in Bash. Okay.
So you are done with this.
Yes.
Done. Scoop and Hive is done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good. So a proof for this as well is to be submitted by 12 o'clock today. Yeah?
Yeah. For that, that movies is for scoop, right?
No, no. The
For
movies
height.
wala is for pig.
Yeah, for pig.
Okay, wait. We'll come
That
to
is
that. Wait. We'll come to that. Hive advanced.
yeah, done.
Done?
Almost done. Almost.
Almost मतलब
मतलब उसको बहुत सारे क्वेरीज वगैरह मैंने इम्प्लीमेंट करके देखे हैं, अभी थोड़ा बाकी है।
तो not done. Then advanced scoop का तो रहने दो. Flume?
हाँ किया, एक मिनट में चेक करती
किया Flume भी?
हूँ।
Think so.
नाइट आउट मारा था ना, सब एक ही दिन में किया था।
तो think so.
याद नहीं है।
Ask Uday.
डोंट नो।
So what should I write? Done or not done? See, जहाँ पे भी you are
जस्ट अ
saying done.
मिनट, जस्ट अ मिनट, आई विल टेल यू।
Okay, I'll just give you one small thing. Wherever you are saying done, it would be considered done only if I get
या
the
या
proof by 12 o'clock. Mangesh, same is applicable to you as well. This will be
Yeah.
considered done only if I get a proof by 12 o'clock. Anything which will prove that you have
Sub-
completed this. For this, you can just submit the HDFS ka image that, okay, this is my scoop wala server underscore log wala folder. And my scoop is done.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
have done Hive B, if you have done, then just fire the select wala query and show me this that okay, select wala query is done. Or just take a screenshot of the warehouse which will be having server logs ka part hyphen R wala this thing output. Even that is okay. Wherever you have done anything, I need a proof that you have done it. By 12 o'clock, only then that would be considered. Done ki not done?
needs to check the PDF and all.
Flume, the messaging service.
No, not done.
Okay. Pig,
For that
movies wala.
movies, I didn't get, didn't get the file because of that. It was pending.
Which file?
That movies wala,
That you have to create.
all the data we have to write for that.
Huh.
Okay.
That's why the data is also shown to you in the manual itself, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And MapReduce?
Uh, in that, for the first program, that for the duration, I was getting error for time duration difference.
What error?
As I had created the, I had used the class for the date and all, but
Hmm.
that was not getting. Like a uh, simple date format or date to convert the date into time for it.
So did you include the library for date?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so I've included library.
yes. For the simple date format, java.text. The simple date format class was there, right?
No, java.utility.date.
Yeah, util by util also I tried, but it was not showing anything.
Okay, so anyways, I would be sharing the code for the this thing today. I would be sharing a code, but for the second program also not done then, right?
No.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So you have done 0.5 more than Mangesh. Okay, good, good, not bad, not bad. You have done 0.5 more than Mangesh. Okay, but anyways, I would be giving you the, because everyone has doubts, both of you have doubts, and I guess I have cleared Mangesh's doubts as well as your doubts. So I would be giving you date till 3rd of Jan to complete all this. Okay.
The uh, follow code is for the this crime wala program.
Yeah, this, don't worry about this. I'll come to this.
Okay.
So your new deadline is this. And if you do not finish within this deadline, then clear?
Yeah.
Mangesh, clear?
Yeah.
Okay, now this one, Madhuri, this code is how you can split your fields. So the same the same problem that you conveyed to me over the call today, the same problem is faced by Mangesh as well, that he is not able to split, and that is the first hurdle that is coming into picture. Okay, so this is the solution for that hurdle of yours. Hello, Madhuri.
Yeah, just a minute. I'm checking where I was wrong
Yeah.
because what I did is
So where you went wrong was you did a slash n here.
no. First, I split with tab.
Yeah, so that was the mistake that you were doing. He was doing the
Yeah,
same
but
mistake. He was doing the same
yeah,
mistake.
but as I did it by slash t, and then I will take the result in a string. So it gives me the output as the full call row with comma separated.
Okay.
And after that I split it with comma separated.
But no need to do that because then you'll have to go through a for each loop for every records.
Uh, Not as such, because when I split by comma separated, then the array which I get from that, for the FBI code, if I want
Nee, nee, nee.
that particular,
What I'm telling is, if you
yeah,
split the entire data into records and put that into
yeah,
an array, then you will have
yeah,
to go one by one by one by one, right? So every element
yeah,
of your array
row,
will become one record for you.
yeah,
So then you will have to traverse through every element of an array so that you get every record. And फिर वो record को you'll have to split by this thing. So it would be something like this for you. Line split नहीं होगा, it would be line का ith element, and this would be running under a loop. Let's say for simple wala loop, I is equal to 0 wala loop.
yeah. I
Right?
just used what I did it.
Then you will have to first count the length of your array. Right?
Yeah.
So this is, let's say,
Mm,
records. Then this would be I is equal to 0.
what I did is for loop. I had taken for loop. The string is taken and colon s dot split by slash t. In that, if the word length is greater than 0, string array equal to word dot to string dot split.
You're the presenter.
Yeah, this one.
Okay, see. Now if you see your code, forget about the for loop. Okay.
Yeah,
What you're doing is you're creating one string by
yeah,
splitting your already present string s
yeah,
by slash t.
yes,
And then you're again creating one single string out of it. It won't allow you to do that, right? And again, it is not string,
yeah,
it is not string ka array. In the same line where you have done two string, it is not string ka array, it is string st ka array. st ka array.
yes. And as this is word as is already string, so we don't want to convert it, right?
Right, but you don't need that conversion itself. That's what I'm saying. Don't need the conversion. The conversion can be done by default.
Yeah,
But even if you have done this, it is no harm in doing that. But the main problem is with the string wala array. So in this way, you'll have to check step by step what is happening.
yeah. No, actually, what I did first, I just did this for loop, and in that I collect the output, and then I check what the result will be, and then we'll implemented this.
Okay, now it should work. What is this FBI ID dot set that you don't need there?
That actually that variable I taken for getting the FBI IDs.
Okay, but that you don't need, right? Because you're already collecting it in the output dot collect.
Yeah, yeah.
Now check only mapper's code. Don't get into the reducer. No, 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 no. Don't do like this. Browse se karo. Browse se karo. Make sure that you are dumping it in wisdom ka folder. It says, yeah. Now do it. ये डॉट जार लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. Finish. Madhuri, do you have a previous experience of working in Java?
I learned.
Sorry?
But, yeah, I learned, but now the 4 years difference in it. So
Okay, because as far as my knowledge is concerned, you are a WordPress developer, right?
yeah, but I learned Java.
Okay. Check only mapper's code. Check only mapper's code.
How?
By mentioning minus d mapred dot reduce dot task is equal to 0. Cancel this, I'll tell you. Control C.
Oh shit.
Control C.
Yeah. See.
No, right now, the jar wala file program, write the jar wala thing. Yeah. Now after crime, the main class ka file, main class ka name, yeah, put a space, minus D capital D. Mapred, no, without space mapred, dot reduce, dot reduce, dot task, tasks is equal to 0. Yeah. Now change the output folder ka name. Crime output file already exists. So change it to anything. Make it 50. array index out
Yes.
of bonds exception. So give a if statement whether it is greater than 15, then only consider it. If your
Greater
ST
than.
is having, see, before you do ST 15, before you do ST ka 15, first check whether your ST is having 15 or not. नहीं 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 चेक की लेंथ ऑफ ST is 15 है भी या नहीं. If length of ST is greater than 14, okay, so wait, this is something what you can try offline now. Your problem is solved, right? So your doubt is solved. This is what you can try offline. Wait.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Else I would be helping you out in everything then. Okay, so that's why I have shared this code which can help both of you to at least split your strings, and then everything should be easy. Okay, now uh, so 30th, 31st, first. So tomorrow we are not having a class. Tomorrow itself, Mangesh, right? You are not available.
Yeah, tomorrow, one day.
On 31st, okay, on 1st of Jan again there won't be a session for obvious reasons. Uh, I won't be in a state to take the test, take a session. So on 1st also you won't be having a test session. Okay, so on 31st you will be having a theory test. Tomorrow you are not having any test. This is everything is to be submitted by 3rd of Jan. Even the practical wala test which happened yesterday, it is to be performed and submitted by 31st or 3rd of Jan. Okay, and Is this clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So any doubts that you have? I think you have.
Yeah. About
Yeah.
Jayant, about the labs, you have shared one combined manual. In that, lab number 6 is for
Multi-node
distributed
cluster.
Hadoop. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Don't do it. Don't do it.
how we can do it?
Don't do it.
Okay.
Don't do it. I'll be doing a demo for that. Once our test and everything is completed, I'll be doing a demo for that.
Okay.
So see, your 3 classes were supposed to be for your test. This week, 3 classes were supposed to be for your test, 2 for your practical and 1 for your theory. So 2 for the practical is already done. 1 for the theory would be done on 31st. Okay, and then on 4th, we'll just have a revision of this, what you have done so far, uska discussion. Okay, and then possibly on 5th, we'll be having your pseudo cluster ka this thing demo. And then we would be having test on ecosystem, practical test on ecosystem. But before that, I'll submit you some more documents, some more projects on test. So this thing, what do you call, ecosystem, that you have to do. After that, you will be having a test on practical test on ecosystem, and then we will be getting into the next phase of our topics, that is the second generation of Hadoop. So far we have
Okay.
completed the introduction to big data, introduction to the architecture and job process of first generation of Hadoop, then MapReduce programming, then ecosystem tools, the basic ones. Okay, so this is so far what we have done. From a revision perspective or from a test perspective, we are done with MapReduce. We'll be doing ecosystem, then we'll be getting into the second generation of Hadoop, then some advanced level ecosystem tools, then we'd be getting into data integration, data visualization, then MongoDB ka sessions, basic introduction sessions on MongoDB, and then you'll be having your final project. So it's a long journey ahead. We are just halfway through it. Still halfway is remaining, and I just wanted to check before I end on the session today. I just wanted to have a feedback from you guys, that what is your stand on the level which you are in today on whatever we have done so far. So alphabetically, Madhuri comes first. So Madhuri, this question first goes to you. What do you feel about yourself today? Where do you stand in terms of the... If you have to rate yourself on a scale of 10.
Hadoop.
Yes, of course, in Hadoop. On the topics that we have covered so far. Forget about practical knowledge of ecosystem tools. So it would be practical knowledge of MapReduce and theory knowledge of ecosystem tools. Where do you rate yourself? Where do you see yourself standing today? And why?
Give 4 to 5. I will give a 4 to 5 points
Why?
because I have to study because I'm not doing that. That's
Okay. So I'll come to your place and start studying instead of you.
very good.
Okay, chalo, but good progress, good progress. I know you had some family issues, but you have done it nicely. Good one. So please keep this dedication ahead as well. And 3rd January, we will again have a stand. Okay. So you have given a rating of 4 to 5 to yourself today. So on 4th of Jan, it should at least go to 7 and 8.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. Mangesh?
Yeah, I would like to rate myself in two terms. One is theoretical term and one is practical. So if
Mm-hmm.
you consider theoretical, it's about 7 out of
Good.
10.
Good.
And for practical, I would rate myself at 5.
Okay. And if we remove the constraint that you are 0 in Java, then
Yeah, probably theory and practical together, I would say about 6.5.
okay, good. Now, why I said that removing this constraint that you are a Java developer, you are 0 in Java, then why are we doing Java? As conveyed to you yesterday as well, that the reason that we are focusing on these map reduce cut test and everything is not Java code, but an basic understanding how to model your real world problems into MapReduce. See, I could give you n number of problems and we can have that discussion of, let's say, around 60 to 70 real world problems in one single session. That would be much time saving as well, and that would be a lot of examples that we may cover if we go just by theory like we did yesterday for the movie wala thing that I told you, right? But the point is that in that you will come to know only those real world applications that I know. But the interviewer that is going to be in front of you is not going to be Jayant, he's going to be someone else. So he might be having a different real world problem. So as long as you are not able to put it into words, into code, you won't be able to understand कि MapReduce में actually होता क्या है. So that is the reason why we are having the MapReduce cut test and everything, and that is the reason why I've been pushing you to, Google Java code from anywhere and get your things done, so that you understand in bone and flesh what is a MapReduce program, so that you would be able to do it. See, once I would be sharing the code today, okay, and once you would be doing it, and then when you would be preparing this test of yours by yours, you will be getting a very good understanding कि actually होता क्या है. Okay, actually.
Right.
And this is what we actually MapReduce में होता क्या है, we have to understand that itself. So see, the point is simple. That from this training, we are trying to take a person to that level that if he is a Java developer, he should be able to write MapReduce programs. If he is not a Java developer, then it should at least he should be in a position to understand the MapReduce programs.
Right.
Okay, so yes, so yeah, if you are rating yourself today as 6, then by 4th of Jan, you should be able to rate yourself at least to a margin of 8. Okay, I won't get you guys to a margin of 9 and 10 at least to don't prepare for certification. But till that point, you would be on a margin of 8. And if you guys are already ranking yourself on 5, 6, and 5, 7, no, she gave a 4 and 5, you gave a 6. Okay, so 4 to 6 में अगर if you are rating yourself, then theoretical test जो आपकी आ रही है अभी आगे, it should be 80% plus for both of you. 80% के नीचे if you get, you fail. 80% के ऊपर you get, you pass. Okay? And the goodie वाला thing which I said earlier, ठीक है, practical में we had a shorthand, ठीक है, कोई problem नहीं. Java was there, but the goodie is still open. The goodies for you is still open, but it would be given to the topper of the test. The goodie would be given to the topper of the test. In case you both of you get equal marks, then it will be given to both of you. But it would be given to the topper of the test provided you score more than 80%. If you fail, then you are not considered as a topper. If both of you fail and one of them fails with the better marks, then he is not considered as a topper. The topper wala condition will come only if you pass, if both of you pass. And the passing is 80%. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So to be on the lenient side, I'll reduce the passing. It is 70%. 10% का bargain I have done. Okay. So we'll call out the session off today and get ahead. Start doing your labs and everything that you are doing. Continue with your work.
and let's meet on 31st of last day of this year. So we'll be meeting एक ही बार this year, बाद में अगले साल मिलते हैं direct.
Okay.
Okay. Chalo then. Madhuri, Mangesh,
Thanks, Charan.
bye bye. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead.
Bye.
अगले साल मिलते हैं. Bye bye.